Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Sky and Lawliet taking place here on Twisted Meadows. Here over at what I'll call the 5 o'clock position. We are, well, looking at Sky spawning as the blue human. Meanwhile, over here at what I'll call the, 8 o'clock position on Twisted Meadows, we have Lawliet spawning as the red night elf. Once again, no observers in this game, meaning I have to turn off Fog of War. All you guys out there, I've got to continue to remind you, please leave comments, like, share these videos if you do enjoy them, and give them out to the WarCraft 3 community, just because, well, if I get more and more videos and more views again, I have been putting back, or trying to put back more towards the community. I unfortunately have not been able to really invest in any tournaments or support anyone as of late, as the cost of casting itself and the revenue is probably just a wash now. So thank you guys for watching. Please watch more if you can, and let's just go ahead and turn it up to 4 times speed. All right, Peasant gonna go ahead and finish building that scout farm at light speed as he now wanders around. What's gonna happen? What's gonna go down here? You can see that there is a scout farm already being placed down. Archer is gonna go ahead and try and take down this peasant, but most likely the archer will not be able to do so before the, well, actually no, it looks like it will be able to do exactly that. I thought the archer would pull back and try to do a little bit of creeping instead, but we do see something rather interesting. Militia now being called over, and this is gonna come as a bit of a surprise. Wisp gonna quickly get taken down. There is a detonation. What is going on? It looks as though there was some sort of attempt to try and stop any sort of Ancient of War creeping instead of clearing out the own rock golem creep camp, and we don't see it. All right, this comes as a very big surprise to me, as the archmage now is trying to wander around here. Peasant most likely could get taken down by the ogre warrior and the forest troll warlord, but no, ensnares it and decides not to take it down. Coming back across over here, you see Lawliet now taking down the farm, and this game, the timing of this game is going to be rather strange. It is not opening up in the normal same pattern. All right, you can see that Lawliet's trying to escape away with a forest troll shadow priest. There is a peasant off over here. This forest troll shadow priest down to 157 hit points. Will it be able to get away? Footman also doing a strong bit of chasing, and it looks like it will be able to get away, meaning those abolished magics on those water elementals will take them down rather quickly. All right, another scout farm, another peasant taken down, and this game is pretty much all over the place in terms of how it naturally is opening up and turning around. Ancient of War is uprooted and off on the far side of the map, and now Sky is going to use this opportunity to instead expand away from his opponent. All right, unconventional games do tend to lead to unconventional mid-games. As we'll see whether or not this fast expansion is going to be extremely successful. Back across over here, archers and forest troll shadow priests investing in taking down a scout farm, and Sky right now is just content with exactly that. If he can go ahead and buy time for this archmage and this expansion to get set up, then it will end up paying for itself. This is all about a race in terms of trying to get into the mid game with some sort of advantage. As a Wisp, Wisp is going to go ahead and spot all those units. Archmage now running back off to the north. Wisp perhaps suspects that creep camp has been cleared out if he saw those low hit point footmen. Selling the Scroll of Town Portal, picking up Staff of Teleportation, as we now see the Archmage gonna go ahead and put pressure down across over here. Water Elemental has been dropped. There's the abolished magic, as the Tree of Life now taking some serious damage. All right, Forest Troll Shadow Priest taking a lot of damage right there. Are we gonna perhaps see another mana burn? Yes, we are. There goes the Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Damage has been done as the Archmage now tries to get away, but is currently down to 120 hit points. Meanwhile, running away, that Ring of Regeneration really starting to do a lot of work here, as we now see back off to the north, the Forest Troll Trapper is just eating away at that Ancient of War. Eventually, Archmage does get a Dust of Appearance off. There goes a Footman, and are we going to see another Dust of Appearance? No, we are not. Archmage now trying to back off, as we see a lot of damage has been dealt. The Footman could try and take down the Forest Troll Trapper, but instead correctly tries to run away as the Demon Hunter is in pursuit. Archmage coming back the other way. Is it going to have enough mana? No, it is not. It is perhaps going to try and take down the Forest Troll Trapper by himself, and it will be able to finish it out. No, does not get the experience, and now trying to go after these other units here. Let's take a look. Ring of Regeneration really worth its weight right now, as the Wisp does get another detonation off. Let's see, Demon Hunter trying to run back. Is it going to be able to catch up to that Archmage? Yes, it will. There's a slice, but we are going to see that Archmage with those boots of speed moving at the same speed as the Demon Hunter, as we are now, what is this? It is past midnight on day 1. Expansion is up for Sky. I don't know if Lawliet is aware of it. Meanwhile, Lawliet does have a Tree of Life here that is going to uproot and try to entangle this gold mine as well. It's going to take quite some time, but he does have the experience lead, as tech has been delayed by both sides. You can see the Tree of Aegis has not been completed, and, well, the keep has not even been started by Sky. With unconventional openings like this, timing and simple scouting becomes much more difficult. You don't know the standard creep patterns of your opponent. You don't know the timing. And with that, with the mass movement of this Archmage, the Archmage can really move around the map very, very efficiently and appear to be all over the place at the same time. Goblin Shredder going to town on this Rock Golem creep camp, as we're going to look at the Archmage most likely, yes, use a Scroll of Regeneration, as the final couple of units has been taken out. Belt of Giant Strength has been picked up. That should signal, well, the start of the upgrade to tier 2, but we are now still low on lumber, as some more peasants may be trained here to try and add to that tech to tier 2. What Lawliet is behind in terms of economy, he is ahead in terms of tech. And we see, well, Ancients of Wind and an Ancient of Lore. What is that going to mean? Well, it could mean Fairy Dragons. Demon Hunter is right here. Does have a Potion of Greater Mana. There is the Forest Troll Shadow Priest, Abolish Magic. Demon Hunter getting back all of his hit points pretty much instantaneously, as 2 Moonwells are still full. Or, excuse me, 2.5 Moonwells are still available. All right, we're trying to take down a couple of key units here. Archmage trying to take down some more. Unable to drop a Water Elemental before he gets Mana Burn, and now it is once again off to the races. Archmage will most likely get Mana Burned once more before the Demon Hunter should break pursuit. He knows that he can't do very much. Archmage does have the Staff of Teleportation charge, can teleport anywhere he wishes, and get away fairly effectively. Archmage running back around. What are the remaining units doing? You see a Goblin Zeppelin with Footmen now coming across, and here you go. Footmen perhaps going after the Tree of Life. They should really be going after either the Entangled Gold Mine. No, the Entangled Gold Mine is currently already operational, but the Moonwell could get taken down right here, and that could delay things. Panda, however, comes across with a Breath of Fire. There is a cancellation there. Wisp does get taken down, as there was no room in the gold mine. 5 friends blocking them out right there. Still a very unconventional game. Everyone just taking a look here. We are 9 minutes into this game. We have a level 3 Demon Hunter, a level 1 Panda, and although it is starting to look more and more like a conventional game, the story of WarCraft isn't necessarily the end game, but how you get there. And that is just as important, if not more important, as we see Sky is sitting on 1,600 gold, and this is a serious problem. Having a very strong economy, but not having any real way to use it is, well, very detrimental. All of your hard work early on to establish that expansion, and it doesn't translate into a tech advantage or an army advantage as of yet. Tree of Eternity already being upgraded while the keep is not yet done, as we now see a drop over here against the Ogre Magi creep camp. Goblin Zeppelin could try and micro a bit more. Archmage unable to drop any more Water Elementals. Pure of Vitality, that is a very nice item, as we now see the Archmage sitting at 875 hit points. A lot of additional hit points on an Archmage who is mainly an intelligence hero. Meanwhile, back across here, Demon Hunter is at 4, Panda is at 2, and that is going to, well, spell some problems in just a moment as the Goblin Zeppelin takes a lot of damage here. Is it going to end up getting taken down? Down to 15 hit points. It does end up falling, and the Demon Hunter knows that Goblin Zeppelin was empty since he didn't see any units drop, and he didn't get any serious amount of experience. Back across here, we see the castle now being upgraded straight past keep. We're looking at 2,400 gold, and it looks as though we may be trying to go for mass tier 3 units. Goblin Shredder now coming across as the Archmage needs to teleport away in order to get away and head back home, not getting mana burned at all. Panda with Breath of Fire, that is very scary if Sky is going to be going for any sort of air support. You can take a look back across here. We are now going into a town hall and mass workshops. We could go into mass tanks as the footmen are still trying to get away. Demon Hunter with Boots of Speed gets in the way, but little does he know he is also low on hit points as well. This footman, is he going to be able to slip away? Yes, he will. Gets inside just in time as the Demon Hunter is now just absorbing a whole bunch of damage for no other reason than, what? Yeah, no other reason. He's just sitting here. All right, Naga Sea Witch has been added. Let's take a look at this peasant. Gonna get taken down. Demon Hunter losing a lot of mana, but the workshop looks like it will get completed. Demon Hunter now inside this base here as he is going to have a bit of problem. Down to 86 hit points, down to 65, just outside of the range of those towers before he teleports back. Naga Sea Witch has double Boots of Speed. Not quite sure why you would ever do that. Archmage needs to drop some more water elementals. Curious on the Naga Sea Witch since he's not going to be able to really put pressure. Naga Sea Witch normally is strong at taking down fleeing units and is a very, very strong hero right out of the gates. But the Naga Sea Witch is now going to go ahead and try to do some creeping instead as opposed to doing some sort of tier 2 push. This is not your conventional use at all as the Naga Sea Witch is looking to finish off the Forest Troll Warlord. Do we have a Staff of Sanctuary? How is this Naga Sea Witch going to be able to finish things off as we now see level 4? Naga Sea Witch is in big trouble, down to 79 hit points. No Staff of Sanctuary as the Archmage now runs away. Perhaps should be giving that Ring of Regeneration to the Archmage and then transferring back over the Amulet of Spell Shield, or the Amulet of Spell Shield, mana burning onto that Naga Sea Witch could be critical and key as well. Amulet of Spell Shield, a very, very powerful item indeed. Archmage does have a good amount of mana. Are we going to see double water elementals dropped? And, well, nope, single water elemental dropped. There was already another water elemental bringing up the rear here. Forest Troll High Warlord with Inner Fire causing major problems once again as the last unit to get taken down here in just a moment. Is it going to be enough? Forest Troll Warlord trying to just pick off all of the very, very powerful items, and he does get a Ring of Protection +4. Ring of Protection +4 is rather strong. Are we going to see a Scroll of Town Portal? Yes, we are. Archmage now trying to run away, and it looks like he will be able to get away here without much of an issue. 4-3 compared to, I believe, a 4-1 as we now see Siege Engines being added. Scroll of Regeneration being used. No Clarity Potion that... no, Archmage having a Clarity Potion as the Siege Engines with 2-1 upgrades are ready to roll out. Siege Engines, very, very difficult for Night Elf players to deal with. You need bears and lots of them to fight back, or you need Ancients of War uprooted. They can actually do a fair bit of damage as well. As we now see the Siege Engines coming across here, it's going to go ahead and try and take down this Ancient Protector. It's going to get taken out rather fast as the, well, Ancient Protector now trying to eat its health back. All right, Cannibalism by Trees as the Naga Sea Witch picks up a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Cloak of Shadows has been dropped as we see Knights are added here. All right, it is not going to be Griffins. It is going to be Knights and Siege Engines that are Archmage getting Staff of Sanctuary all the way back. Meanwhile, the Siege Engines are going to go ahead and finish off this Ancient of War. It looks as though a couple of towers will be placed down here as another expansion attempt coming into play. Sky playing in typical fashion, trying to do mass expansions here in 2017. Demon Hunter with double Boots of Quel'Thalas and Slippers of Agility. an additional 4.5 armor and 15 damage. Very, very scary indeed. As we're taking a look at how, well, his movement speed and his attack speed is just that much faster. Why did they switch to the Naga Sea Witch? I don't know. Siege engines now going to town here. Where are they really gonna deal any damage? Going straight after the Ancient Protectors. Ancient Protectors getting taken out very quickly. And let's take a look at this. Anything destroyed by a tree does not give experience. You gotta remember that. Ancient of Wars, if they kill a unit, is like a tower killing a unit. It does not give experience. Paladin as the third hero, as it is Naga Sea Witch Paladin following up as now the Naga Sea Witch is trying to get to level 3. Perhaps it will get a stronger Forked Lightning here as the Siege Engine now tries to back off. Naga Sea Witch finally at 3 as the Siege Engines will get destroyed. Down it goes. Goblin Shredder with the final shot there, getting a little bit of experience. All right, do we have Animal War Training completed? It looks like we do. 0-2 upgrades there. There is nothing down over here as we are still looking at strong creeping all across the map. Dryads, 3-0 upgrades. Piercing damage, however, not that effective. Siege engines now need to back off. 3-2 upgrades there. No workshops or training mortars, only training those siege engines. As, well, these towers will go ahead and become completed. Cannon towers being added, and cannon towers is an interesting choice as it is effective against dryads. All right, Abolish Magic finishing off many of those water elementals there, as the knights going to town, finishing off all of those medium armored units. Forest Troll Trapper laughs as a dryad gets taken down. Back across here, cannon tower gonna go ahead and be destroyed by the demon hunter and the bears. Canceling those upgrades now. Cannon tower 90 to 111 damage. Bears are now massively out in the play, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Griffin Aviary just to try and transition into Griffins to deal with the bears that we're looking at now. All right, you take a look here. Knight is currently unable to get out. This one tree currently blocking its path. Workshops, triple workshops still training up as the Paladin now could be in a bit of trouble. Is it going to end up being able to get away? Going after there. There's a mana burn, but the mana burn does not affect the Naga Sea Witch. Amulet of Spell Shield negating that mana burn for just a little while. Demon Hunter or Paladin really should have the Ring of Regeneration right now, as the Paladin has no way to really heal itself and is low on hit points. If he actually transfers that over, that is very good item management. All right, let's take a look. More towers are being added, and this is for the late game, with the assumption that, hey, if your opponent can never ever set up an expansion, then what does that really mean? Dryads trying to go after that Archmage. Paladin, all right here. There's a Holy Light, Breath of Fire. Archmage gets mana burned once more. Water Elemental, Naga Sea Witch did not transfer it over, as we now see a little bit of low hit points onto that Paladin once more. Dryads are still showing up to the party. Breath of Fire, Abolish Magic, there it goes, getting taken down again. Paladin sitting at 62 mana, should be able to Holy Light once more onto that Archmage here, as we see, well, Siege Engine trying to get into position. All right, that Paladin has to be very, very careful. You need to try and figure out a way to save the Paladin, and there you go. There is that teleportation right there in order to keep that Paladin healthy and alive. Back in the center portion of the map, Siege Engine getting taken down.
Job's done.
Siege Engines just rolling through multiple locations to try and take down building after building. Flying Machine now scouting out the what I'll call the 1 o'clock position here, as the Paladin is still not yet back up to full. All right, this one tree, once it is taken down, will end up freeing up the Knight and the Paladin. Meanwhile, back down over here, let's take a look at Ancients of War, just trying to establish a presence to make sure no additional expansions are being built down here. This one Knight should actually change positions, not get taken out by that Ancient of War, as we now see guard towers and cannon towers going to work. All right. Panda now sitting at 5. Demon Hunter sitting at 5 as well. 11.5 armor. as much armor as an upgraded knight, and that knight is in serious trouble right now. Is it going to be able to get back to that paladin in time? Perhaps get... Nope, no Staff of Sanctuary there, as the units are all trying to head back every which way. Is it gonna? Nope, go for it. Decides not to. Back off to the north. Ancient of War going up against 2 siege engines. That will get taken down. All right, here you go. Here's the fight. Ancient of War trying to run away. Archmage, Paladin is in position. Can we Holy Light the Archmage a couple more times? Ancient of Wars are getting taken down rather quickly, and this is an exchange of guard towers for Ancient of War. So you are trading buildings for buildings, but those Ancient of Wars are giving experience, and so are those guard towers. Holy Light perhaps onto that knight right there. There it goes. It does stick around for a little while longer, as the knight should end up getting Staff of Sanctuary here in just a moment. All right, Dryads, Abolish Magic, taking down the Water Elementals in no time flat. Rejuvenation onto the Demon Hunter. Dryad units are now trying to run away. Knights, are they going to be able to chase? Naga Sea Witch trying to run away again. And the Demon Hunter is right there. Paladin trying to push back every which way. Archmage could be in trouble, trying to pull back again. There's a Holy Light. Archmage down to 330 some odd hit points. Is it going to end up surviving? Staff of Sanctuary could end up happening onto that Archmage there, down to 194 hit points. All right, continuing this fight. Why isn't that knight engaging? There you go, finally attacking once more, as the knights are now doing a bit of chasing. Naga Sea Witch could slow down the Druid of the Claw at least and get a bear into this exchange, as it is trying to path away once more. Bear about to fall, gets a rejuvenation, as this knight could end up getting taken down. Finally, there's a Holy Light at, well, pretty much the 11th hour once again, as we are still fighting our way through. Staff of Sanctuary, Archmage, Mana Burn onto the Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch losing a lot of mana. Where was that on the Archmage? Not quite sure right there, as the Paladin now needs to back off again. Paladin has not been getting that much experience.
Our forces are under attack.
As you see, peasants now walking off to the north. All right, main gold mines have been mined out. Knight trying to get away. Staff of Teleportation being given. Naga Sea Witch now is still healing up just a little bit. Knights could be in serious trouble, as the, Paladin, asleep at the wheel, ends up getting taken down. Staff of Sanctuary saves 1 unit. Demon Hunter now at 6, and we should be looking at Superman here. No, Mana Burn instead. All right, Demon Hunter trying to go after the Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch going after the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter down to 145 hit points, and it looks like it will end up surviving. All right, Archmage now sitting at 5. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, as the units now need to retreat back once more. We do have a Scroll of Healing. Archmage does have a Scroll of Town Portal, as there is the Scroll of Healing right there. All right, trying to turn back around, trying to save all those units. Is that knight going to end up staying alive? No, it will not, as the Panda could get taken down. No, Archmage ends up... Wow, Archmage down to 32 hit points. Panda teleports away, denying the kill on the Archmage, as the Archmage lives to fight another day. A level 1 hero does resurrect very quickly if you start to resurrect it, but for some reason Sky has not resurrected that hero as of yet. All right, let's take a look at this. Siege engines trying to take down this Tree of Life. Breath of Fire, as the Tree of Life is taking a lot of damage right here and gonna engage back. Is it gonna have enough damage? That is the big question. Another siege engine making its way over, and the Tree of Life will end up getting taken down. This siege engine back over here will try and retreat, but the Tree of Life pretty much has nowhere to go, and, well, it looks like 1 siege engine could get taken down. If 1 siege engine gets taken down, that could be enough, limiting the surface area, and that's exactly what you needed to do. Tree of Life holding steady at 235 hit points, and it looks like it will survive. Where is Sky going? This game is all over the place, and so am I, as the Tree of Life needs to go ahead and entangle this gold mine. All right, trying to reestablish an expansion here. This gold mine is about to run out. This gold mine still has about 5 more minutes, as Lawliet is winning this war of attrition just by sheer endurance. Now, peasants walking back and forth, doing their thing. Scout towers, guard towers, all of this needs to be upgraded here in just a moment. But trying to deal with a level 6 Demon Hunter and a level 5, almost level 6 Panda at this stage in the game, it would be a different question if you had a Mountain King as opposed to the Naga Sea Witch, some sort of a big impact hero, high priority threat target. The heroes for Sky just far too low in level. 5-3-1 compared to 6-5. Not going to be enough. And I think this next push by Lawliet is going to finish it. Archmage, mana burns right there. Are we going to see the Ring of Regeneration transferred to the Paladin? I'm not sure why you wouldn't. The Paladin is the one unit that perhaps needs it the most since he can't heal himself. And you saw, well, the Amulet of Spell Shield didn't proc. It didn't prevent that mana burn there, as the Demon Hunter now with Metamorphosis has ranged chaos damage. If you did not know, the Demon Hunter, when it goes into Metamorphosis, changes from heroic damage to chaos damage, meaning it does full damage to fortified armor. Alright, and to all attacks. Bear's gonna go ahead and finish off this. There's a Drunken Haze Breath of Fire by the Panda. And the Panda just knows, you know what? I just need to win by attrition. And as long as I don't lose that much here, I know you are not going to be mining for very much longer. Back down over here. Once again, Tree of Life was protected. Demon Hunter chasing after those Siege Engine. Siege Engine could get taken down very easily. As you see, the Demon Hunter is just walking over to take it out. Is it going to be able to take down some more units again? Let's take a look at this. Yeah, Siege Engine taking, what, 50 damage a pop. That's rather large considering that fortified armor and the 8 armor there. Demon Hunter now coming back into the normal slashes. Yeah, now only dealing 30 damage per slice. I say only 30. It's still going to be enough as a Tree of Life is entangling another gold mine off to the north. Sky still not giving up, but it looks as though if he is not able to at least take out this Tree of Life, he has to give the GG. He knows that he cannot win out in the long run. His army is smaller, as we now see Bears coming in from the behind. Bears coming across. Rejuvenation gonna go ahead and go into bear form now. It looks as though a Staff of Teleportation bringing the Paladin all the way back here. Are we gonna see a Holy Light onto the Naga Sea Witch? No, not quite yet. There goes the Abolish Magic. And with this, the GG has to be coming in momentarily. Demon Hunter going after a couple more units. Knights trying to come across. The Knights are upgraded 1-3 compared to 3-3 Bears. Archmage, Paladin still sitting at level 1 even though he's been around for about, I gotta say, 8 minutes. Still sitting at level 1. Doesn't even have Devotion Aura. Trying to hold on for dear life again as the Paladin uses a Potion of Healing. Getting into major trouble. Down he goes, and I believe that will be the game. Just, well, need to finish things up. A 40,000 or 30,000 point difference at the very end. Sky with the larger army, but Lawliet with more units killed. The major difference in experience gained, and you can see right there what the impact was. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.